time. Now let's talk about a big exclusive here at TalkTV. Piers Morgan Uncensored is an exclusive interview with Luis Rubiales, who, well, was the Spanish Football Federation president and is no more, as he exclusively revealed to Piers Morgan in that interview, to be played out, as you not tonight, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. on Piers Morgan Uncensored at 8 p.m. here on TalkTV, that he was going to resign. Let's have a little listen to what he had to say.
Yes, I'm going to do.
You're going to resign?
Yeah, I'm going to. Yes, because I cannot continue my work.
What was the final moment for you? Was it talking to your family, your dad perhaps?
Yeah, my father, my daughters, I spoke with them. It's not, they know it's not a question about me, and some friends very, very close to me. And they say to me, Luis, now you have to focus in your dignity and to continue your life.
Well, he is no more. Let's talk about this with Shebahn Aherne. She's a TalkSport presenter and joins us now. Good morning to you.
How are you?
Well, I mean, I think we all knew this was coming, wasn't it? It took 16 days or so, but he finally went. But was there any chance that Luis Rubiales was going to be able to survive in that job?
Well, you would have thought it would have happened a long time before now. I have to say, Julia, it's been the longest 3 weeks of this story.
20th of August this happened.
And it feels longer, to be honest. It's gone on. And actually, you go back to 16 days ago when he stood up in the press conference and said 5 times, I will not resign.
And everyone clapped him.
Yeah, Jorge Vildas, yeah, well done you, well done you. And then he was given a new contract and now he's no longer there either. So I actually think it's a huge rebuild now for Spain. Yeah. This has rumbled on. It's overshadowed the fact that the players have won the World Cup as well.
And that's it, really did, didn't it? But we know there's also now, there are not only charges, inquiry into his behaviour, there's also criminal charges of sex abuse against him, of sexual assault as a result of this kiss of Jenni Hermoso. Now, there's been a lot of toing and froing. He was claiming it was consensual, it was just, you know, hijinks, high spirits at the time. She claimed absolutely she did not consent to it. And then there were some videos that came out of her and her teammates laughing about it. And then there was a statement which it turned out was completely concocted of her saying she didn't have an issue with it. Have we even got to the bottom of what actually happened?
Well, what we do know for quite some time, the players have had a problem with the Spanish Federation and their treatment and how they have been represented, and the lack of facilities, the lack of standards going into major tournaments, and the problems that they've had with Jorge Vilda, the national team coach who's now...
they were refusing to play for him.
15 of them went on strike last year, so it's not as if these problems came out of the blue. It took for Spain to win, for their president to be on the world stage, to grab his crotch in celebration next to the Queen, to then kiss a player, which effectively is your boss coming in and giving you a smooch for a good show. You just don't
please don't do that.
Yeah, weird, right?
Please don't. Also, although you could do it, I will make you ill. I am still ill, but it's not a good idea.
And it's just, it's a very awkward thing to watch, but he did that. Those were his actions in that moment. And I actually think the laugh with Jenni Hermoso and her teammates in that moment was the excitement. We've just won the World Cup. But also, look, we've got him now.
Yes.
We've got him now. Can you see that
I got
he's
a very
done
strong impression, the battles they'd had with not just the coach, but also clearly this man, is that they put up with stuff for a long time. I've been saying this ever since this all came out. I look at that man and I'm going, wrong-un. I'm sorry, I don't want to be walking down the street on my own. I don't know. He looks like a wrong. I'm sorry, he looks like a wrong-un to me. He's the sort of person, if a friend of mine, my sister or someone turned up and they would go, oh, this is my new bloke, I'd be going, no. No, his attitude, his arrogance. He's one of those men. He's one of those men who says things like, "But I love women." Yeah, you're all automatically a wrong-un at that point.
And are you telling me? I know we're hearing in the interview with Piers, my kids, they love me so much. They love me so much. I don't doubt that. But your kids
what's that got to do with anything?
Hell of embarrassed at your behaviour on the final, because no father, no anybody should behave like that in those circumstances.
I loved the mum going on hunger strike in a church. I thought that was a wonderful new little addition to the story. Look, he's going to be gone. Are we going to be seeing any big changes? Because lots of people talk about this as their Me Too moment for the Spanish football, but is it also for women's football generally? I mean, we saw, the way that the whole country's embraced the Lionesses. They're just a bunch of just fabulous women. I love these women. When they see their celebrations, every interview, they just come across so well. They're fantastic role models for girls and women around the country. And so it's nice to see men taking those matches seriously. And the semi-final, the final, it was fantastic play, particularly the semi-final. Well, that's the one we won. But do you think this is all going to be a game changer, and this changes how sport, certainly in Europe at least, is women's sport is treated.
Yes, and it should be. You know, it is that Me Too movement of football. It does seem like that. You mentioned the Lionesses. They always speak out for what's right. They always do the right thing and speak out for important causes.
And they stood up for these women.
And they stood, as did Serena Wiegmann. She donated her Ballon d'Or nominee and then also the trophy that she won towards Spain as well. So no, it's a huge movement. It should be taken seriously. A lot of people saying it can't be sexual assault, it can't be non-consensual because he did it in front of millions of people. Nobody can speak for how Jenni Hermoso felt in that moment. That's her complaint to file, and she's gone on and done that, and hopefully this movement will happen and Spain will be recognised for the talented bunch of players that they have got, because they're the best at the highest level.
And we should be talking about that, not what happened after the match. Indeed, great to talk to you, Shebahn Aherne. She's a TalkSport presenter. 8:33 is the time. This is Talk Breakfast.